Well, good evening. Welcome to Alterowitz Gym. The Rimrock rivalry about to tip off, and these Battling Bears of Rocky and the Yellow Jackets of MSUB ready to go. We're having a couple of technical difficulties with some of our cameras right now. We've just got the one, so that's why you're seeing just the one angle that you've got. We are working on getting it fixed so that we've got all of our normal angles. But we are underway. Yellow Jackets and Bears, these teams met earlier this week on Wednesday over at the Fortin Center. The Yellow Jacket men pulling away in the second half with a victory. First possession here, Carrington Wiggins, a wide open three from the corner. Wouldn't go, but there's Malik Briquette with the offensive rebound and the first bucket of the night. So Briquette on the putback from Wiggins' miss, and the Yellow Jackets are the first to strike. For the Bears, Cade Tyson, Maxim Stevens, Abdul Ba, Cale Robinson, and Bo Santaseven, the five to start for Bill Drykosen's crew. 5 seconds to shoot. Turnaround from Stevens off the mark. Then the putback is in there from Robinson, and he had to hurry. The shot clock did not reset, never hit the rim. So all square at 2-2. There goes Thacker with a drive, and he's fouled on his way to the hoop, so Damon Thacker headed to the free throw line.
Foul number 34, Santaseven. Damon Thacker at the line shooting 2.
Yellow Jackets won 67-52 earlier this week. It was a game that Rocky led 27-25 at halftime, but the Yellow Jackets ran away with it. A 42-25 second half for MSUB. So they got it figured out at halftime, and they've got the early lead here after Thacker knocks down a couple of free throws. Underneath, working on the big man Jimmy Brown at that time with Santaseven, who kicked it back out. And he walked with it that time, did Robinson. Nice defense by the Yellow Jacket men. They create a turnover. Thacker will bring the ball up. 4-2 just underway here at Alterowitz Gym. These crosstown rivals meeting for the second time this week. Sebastian wide open, and Nick hits from the arc. Second really good look at a three-pointer the Yellow Jackets have had. Wiggins didn't connect earlier, but that time Nicholas Sebastian was on the mark. And the Jackets open up a 5-point lead. Now trying a three is Stevens, contested by Briquette, and Thacker's in there to get the rebound. Wide open up front. Wiggins missed the easy one, though. Tried to go up too quick with Stevens breathing down his neck. Now in transition, a three from Tyson. That's short off the front of the rim. Thacker tries a three in transition on the other end and rattles out. Sebastian rips away the rebound. And Nicholas Sebastian with a couple of quick points. Timeout, Rocky. Sebastian with the last 5 points, and the Jackets up 9-2. From the free throw line, banking it in is Santaseven. The Bears will take it coming out of the timeout. Same five on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Spinning around underneath, Briquette lays it off the glass and good. Malik Briquette could be on his way to a big night. He's got 4 early points in this one. And almost turning it over there was Baugh. Dribbled it off of his foot and then missed the shot. Here comes Thacker. Jackets really looking to push the tempo, push momentum here early on. From the corner, Wiggins for 3, just off the mark. So the Jackets shooting early and often. Santa 7 thought about the 3 ball, but passed it up. Now tipped away from Stevens, but Briquette going to be whistled for the foul. New players for both teams here, Brent Finn and Sam Elliott for the Yellow Jackets. And for the Bears, Kelson Isoline and Kevin Fassau coming in. Emmanuel Janaku also in for MSUB now. Underneath, the layup blocked from behind, but still able to get it go is Fasu. And then Emmanuel Akpan throws it away the other end. Layup missed, and the putback no good either. Now a wild fight continues. The ball's still loose, and Thacker ultimately ends up with it. Sloppy sequence there. Elliott looks for Janaku inside. He throws it away. Bears moving it around the arc. 3 ball left short from Isoline, and Brent Finn has his first rebound of the night. Akpan over to Finn. Now hands off to Elliott. Thacker with 8 seconds on the shot clock, guarded closely by Tyson. Dame lets the 3 go, is off the mark, and Baugh's got the rebound. Layup underneath is good from Abdul Baugh. (11-8) Yellow Jackets by 3. The Bears have gone on a nice run since calling the timeout. Finn tries the 3. That one's good. Brent Finn connects on his first shot attempt of the night. Wild pass around the arc. Baugh from just inside the 3-point line. He hits 4 straight points for Abdul Baugh. Now it's thrown out of bounds to the Battling Bears. Nick Hart going to check in, and we'll have a media timeout. 14-10 Yellow Jackets, 6 minutes in. Wiggins and Sebastio back for MSUB. Bears keeping pace here. They trailed early 9-2. But a well-placed timeout by Bill Drykosen, and that was enough to stop the Yellow Jackets' momentum. MSUB by a bucket, and they've got the ball. Wiggins brings it up. Sebastio drives from the corner, then finds Finn around to Wiggins inside. Bears are closing out a little more, not letting the Jackets get those open looks from three, which they had early on, and now a turnover by MSUB. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are having technical difficulties with our other two cameras, which is why you're just seeing the one angle. We are working on getting our other two camera angles fixed up. But for now, this is what we've got for you. Traveling violation by the Bears, and the Yellow Jackets take over. So there's a chance for Rocky to tie it up, but the Jackets got to stop with the turnover. The Yellow Jackets have led from the start. Trying to maintain it here, so we work into the middle of the first half. Ajanaku up and under, and gets the very short jumper to go in. Now Tyson on the other side, kicks it back out. Ba over to Fasu. And a reach-in foul called on Carrington Wiggins.
Fouls number 13, Carrington Wiggins. Our Santa Step checks in for a block.
Tyson inbound. Bears trail it by 4. A very close first half at the Fortune Center on Wednesday. That two-pointer off the mark. And then the Jackets pulled away in the second. Another second chance opportunity, but a wild layup from Stevens is off the mark. The Bears get it again. Stevens up and under, makes the bucket and the foul. Couple of O-boards for the Bears, and they turn it into at least 2 points. Chance for a three-point play now.
At the line, shooting one.
And another media timeout. Jackets up 16-14. So Stevens going to the free throw line to try to complete this three-point play coming out of the timeout. And the free throw off the mark. Sebastio with some momentum behind him. A lot of contact, no whistle. It's kind of surprising that wasn't called a foul, especially after the ticky-tack reach-in called against Wiggins moments ago, but the Jackets maintain possession. Finn with 4 to shoot. Dumps it off and throws it away, but touched out of bounds by the Bears. But here's the thing, the Jackets just 2 seconds to shoot. So they get a break by keeping possession. However, it's going to have to be a catch and shoot. And the Jackets can't get it off in time.
David Thacker released for Kent, and Jimmy Brown checked in for the Jackets.
Jimmy Brown back in along with Damon Thacker. Well, you can just tell when Dame's not on the floor. The Yellow Jackets' rebounding presence suffers. It was real good to start the game, and Thacker came out. The Bears had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, and Stevens turned the most recent one into a layup. Bears can tie or take the lead with a bucket here. Inside to Stevens. Baugh, who's already got 4 points, rattles home another one. Abdul Baugh off to a good start. He's got 6 points to lead Rocky, and we're all square at 16-16. Wiggins throws it away, so a little bit careless ball movement right now by the Yellow Jackets. A couple of sloppy passes. Now the Bears can take the lead for the first time tonight with a bucket here. Stevens, good look at it. It's 18-16. Mick Durham wants a timeout. Rocky making a run. They've got the lead for the first time. So the Bears hanging on to the lead here. So we move under the 10-minute mark in the first half.
Foul number 2, Cade Tyson.
Whistle goes underneath. Before the shot, though, foul going to go against Briquette.
Foul number 20, Monique Briquette.
Bears to inbound. It's been their game the last couple of minutes. The short jumper wouldn't go from Robinson, though. And Thacker with the rebound. Now an offensive foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Jimmy Brown, who bumped Stevens underneath. So another turnover by the Yellow Jackets. It wasn't the best first half on Wednesday night either for MSUB. They found a way to win late, but right now McDermott won't be terribly thrilled with the first 11 and a half minutes of this one. Carrington Wiggins blocks Baugh from the free throw line. Now Sebastião looking for Briquette underneath, working on Stevens. Bears wanted to travel. Jimmy Brown drives the lane, right hand off the glass and good. Jimmy Brown with a big bucket. That gets the Jackets back within 2. Driving underneath. Stevens, late whistle for a foul on the take. He's going back to the free throw line. He's been doing the heavy lifting. Media timeout. 7:58 to go in the first half. Bears lead it by 2. Stevens hits the first. And the second one, no good. So Stevens has missed a couple of free throws early in this one. The lead sits at 3 points for Rocky now. Jackets trying to work back and get it figured out. They got off to a good start. Led 11-4. Now Finn tries a three. That one way off the mark. Brown gets the rebound. So a new possession for the Jackets. And Brown nearly threw it away, and he did. Yeah, Wiggins went after it as if it had been tipped. He wasn't concerned at all about the over and back, but referee saying no contact, and another turnover for MSUB. You can hear Bill Drykosen saying, keep our pace up, and that's what Rocky's done here the last 6-7 minutes. They've outpaced the Yellow Jackets. Again, we're dealing with technical difficulties with our main camera from up top and our other sideline camera, which is why we've just got the one angle for you now. We are working on resolving the issue. Now Drykosen has been issued a technical foul. He was all up in the ear of the official, screaming about something, and that's going to cost the Bears 2 points potentially, with Thacker going to the free throw line. So Drykosen is teed up. And Thacker, the Yellow Jackets' best shooter at the line, can bring this to a one-point game if he takes advantage of the free throws. And Thacker hits them both. So the Jackets within one, and they'll have the basketball. So whatever it is that Dracosin was upset about, gotta wonder if maybe it was worth the argument. That time it cost his team 2 points. Jackets now can take the lead with a bucket on this possession. Jacket ball, 7:02 to go. Sebastian thought about a three. Now he steps back, gets the shot off, but no good. Jackets hit a couple of early trays, but they've been off the mark since then. And now a turnover the other way. Wiggins was the first to get a hand to it. Baugh whacks Wiggins hard in transition, then helps him up. So Baugh commits the foul. Didn't want to let Carrington get the easy one. He'll make him go to the line to shoot free throws. Good sportsmanship there by Baugh. He knew he fouled him hard and helps him up, then goes back to Carrington, says, hey, my bad, man. No hard feelings over that one. Just a good hard foul in transition. When you get moving full speed and even a little bit of contact will send you right to the floor. So Wiggins will shoot two. And Emmanuel Ajanaku coming back in. Well, you love to see that heated rivalry. These teams both want to win, but classy stuff by the fellas on the court. And Wiggins hits them both. Jackets are back in front, 22-21. Almost turned over. Thacker dives for it, still loose, and the Bears somehow able to hang on. Wiggins banged his knee, I think, on the head of Robinson, so Carrington is hobbling around. I think just a stinger. Now they call a timeout. Carrington shaken up. Going to try and walk it off, but I think Carrington's going to have to come out of this game at least for a minute. Jeez. At first you thought maybe just a surface wound. I think he smashed the leg, maybe his shin. But Carrington now out of the game, and he's going to try and collect himself. We'll keep you updated, see if he's okay. Jacket ball, down by one. Bears pressing all the way. Ajanaku up and under. Couldn't get the layup to go, and Tyson there for the rebound. Underneath, layup was good from Bob. So the Bears up by three now. Jackets temporarily took the lead on the free throws by Wiggins, but now Rocky back in front. Finn to Sebastian. Thacker now, step back floater from deep, and he makes it. And he's fouled. Damon Thacker with a big shot. He's got a chance for a game-tying three-point play.
Damon Thacker's at the line shooting one. Sam Elliott checks in for the Jackets.
Elliott back into the game for MSUB. Wiggins is still being looked at the athletic training table. And that's something to keep the eye on. We'll keep you updated there. Thacker rattles it home, and we're all square again, 25-25. Clever stuff up and under. Wanted the breakaway dunk, but it just wasn't there. And smart stuff from the freshman to take his time. And everybody wants to do the poster dunk there, but up and under, he gets the layup, and the Jackets have the lead. Now the other way, a blocking foul called on Thacker. Thought maybe it was going to be offensive, and now Boz saying, hey, I made that layup. And we'll see if they... So no, and Baugh thinks he's shooting free throws, and he is. So they say that the foul occurred before the shot. So Baugh made it, but despite his claims for the bucket, he's going to have a 1-and-1 here. First one good. And Baugh makes both. So back and forth we continue to go. Another tie score, this time 27-27. Now Wiggins is up and jogging on the baseline, just testing out that leg. That's a really good sign. So I think Carrington's going to be okay, but still remains to be seen if he's going to be able to come back in this half. Thacker with 8 to shoot. Elliott inside to Ajanaku, who nearly walked. No whistle, then he missed the dunk. And now a foul called. Wild sequence there. Ajanaku looked like he walked. I think that's what Drykosen's saying, is he shuffled the feet. At the end of all of that, Akpon's going to be at the line to shoot a couple free throws. First one, good. And the second one rattles out. 28-27 Yellow Jackets, 4:15 to go before halftime. Driving inside Baugh. Now he dips it off. The soft floater is good from Santa 7, who led the Bears in scoring with 14 points on Wednesday. Also led the team with 7 rebounds in Rocky's defeat against the Yellow Jackets. Elliott for 3. Got it! Sam Elliott connects from downtown. Big shot from the senior. Jackets back in front. Poked away. Here comes Ajanaku. He did it all by himself. Stole it away and dunked it. Jackets back up by 4. There's working it around. Baugh tries the two-pointer off the mark, tipped out of bounds. Gonna stay with Rocky. A good momentum pusher there for the Yellow Jackets right before halftime. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 33-29, MSUB in front. 3:06 to go. .33-28, Jackets in front coming out of the timeout. Nearly thrown away by Baugh. 5 seconds to shoot for the Bears. Wild layup, nowhere close from Hart. Good defensive set that time by the Yellow Jackets. Chance to keep this run going. They've scored 4 straight. Underneath, and Akban took his eye off the ball. Had an easy lane on the good pass from Elliott. Now it's nearly thrown away on the other end. A wild couple of shots by the Bears, and there's Sam Elliott, the big man grabbing the board. Thacker, soft floater, off the rim, offensive foul called, so no bucket. Thacker called for the charge that time.
Offensive foul number 2, David Thacker. Number 15, Andrew Zepperly checks in for the Jackets. The 2 Kate Tyson for Rocky.
.212 to go before the break. The Bears have stalled just a little bit offensively. Up and under, nice take inside from Cale Robinson, working through a lot of traffic and good defense. Had to get creative and a nice finish. So the Bears back within 2. Anders Epperly into the game for the first time tonight. Calling for it up top. Epperly with 6 on the shot clock. Drives in. Elliott's got to let it go from the baseline off the mark. And Robinson with the rebound. Chance for Rocky now to tie or take the lead. Up top is Tyson. And the Bears working around to Baugh, who's guarded by Epperly closely. Got to be careful on Baugh. He'll let it fly. And now from three-point range, Robinson knocks it down, and Rocky in front with a minute left in the first half. And Epperly is fouled in the backcourt by Tyson. Just the 7th team foul for the Bears, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for Epperly.
Jimmy Brown checking for the Jackets.
Brown and Sebastio back in. The Emanuels, Biggie and Littley, as they call them, head to the bench. And Josh Ekman is in for the Bears. Epperly connects on the first. Going to be close at halftime. We know that much. Feeling like a one-possession type game thus far. That's how it was Wednesday. Bears led 27-25 after the first half. They've got a chance to take the lead again here with 48 seconds to go. Underneath, tipped away. Sebastio swatted it from Robinson, and now a jump ball call. Going to stay with Rocky. Great hustle by Cale Robinson. Had his pass deflected, and then he just dove on it like a quarterback diving on a fumble. And that was crucial. He fought for the jump ball, and the Bears keep it now. 10 seconds to shoot coming off the inbounds pass. Baugh tried to go to the corner, but threw it away. Robinson was open, but Baugh thought he got fouled in the process of passing. Now Epperly talking with head coach Mick Durham, seeing what they want to do. I think they're going to hold for one shot. Shot clock's off, 29.8 seconds. So I think Epperly going to bring it across and then just wait to work that clock down. I think that's what the Jackets want to try to do here. They've got the lead. So they can guarantee going to halftime with at least a 1-point lead. Would love to get a bucket here. 10 seconds to go in the half. Epperly. 5 to shoot. Elliott to Sebastio. Step back 3 at the buzzer. Good! Nicholas Sebastio got it. And the Jackets with some momentum headed to the locker room. 38-34, MSUB in front. We'll see if that kickstarts the Jackets to another big second half We'll take a break. When we come back, some first half numbers and the second half of action coming up. So the Yellow Jackets with a 4-point lead at halftime. MSUB shot well in the first half, 44.4%, made 12 of 27 field goals. Not as well as the Bears, though. They made 15 of 31 shots, 48.4%. Neither team had that many looks from three-point range, although the Jackets went 4 for 10, 40%. The Bears just 1 for 5 from the arc. The Yellow Jackets making the difference at the free throw line, 10 for 11 in the opening 20 minutes. Rocky, meanwhile, just 3 of 5. The Jackets with a slight 17-16 edge in terms of rebounding. 8 turnovers by the Jackets and 7 for the Bears. Individually for MSUB, a balanced box score. All 10 players who have played have scored in the game, and that's a rare feat. 8 points for Nicholas Sebastião. He leads the way. He hit a couple of three-pointers in that first half. 7 for Damon Thacker to go, along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. For Rocky, 12 first-half points for Abdul Ba. He made 5 of 8 shots from the field. 7 points for Stevens, and 4 rebounds for Cale Robinson to lead the way. Second half coming at you now on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network, MSUB Rocky. Yellow Jackets trying to make it a season sweep of the crosstown rivals. They beat Rocky earlier this week on Wednesday at the Fortin Center. And they've got a 4-point lead to start half number 2. Thacker, Briquette, Brown, Sebastião, and Wiggins for the Yellow Jackets in there. Nick drives, lays it up, misses, and an offensive foul. Sebastião doesn't think so, but he's whistled for a foul on the opening possession. Nobody with 3 fouls, so that's not an issue for either team at this point. Foul trouble. Bears working it around. Robinson hands off to Baugh. Stevens in there as well with Tyson and Santa Steven, the same starting 5 for the Bears. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Baugh guarded by Wiggins. Good to see Carrington back. Baugh all the way, hands it off, and then it's thrown away. Would have been a shot clock violation. So Wiggins, if you recall, went down with that injury in the first half, and it didn't ever look serious as Sebastião lets a 3 fly and can't get it to go. Didn't ever look serious for Wiggins. It was a contact injury. You could tell that. It wasn't a twist or a joint injury. He just banged that leg against the head of Robinson. Carrington didn't play the remainder of the half as Tyson's 3 from the corner is off, but a putback dunked by Stevens. So Wiggins was able to shake it off. He's back out there. Seems to be moving around just fine. I'm sure he's in a little bit of pain, but the adrenaline takes over, and good to see Carrington back for the second half. Sebastião to Briquette, looking for Jimmy Brown underneath. Instead, he has it ripped away by Robinson, who's had a good game for the Bears. Passes underneath the ball, waits for Sebastião to go up, and we're tied at 38. Now a technical foul on Baugh, who had some words to say after the layup. So the second technical foul in this game against Rocky. Head coach Bill Drykosen had one in the first half. Now he's stunned. I don't know what Baugh said, but it was a quick tee from the official who was right there. Baugh with a good layup to tie the game, but whatever he said, maybe the magic words, teed up, and Thacker back at the free throw line. As we mentioned, the Jackets 11 for 12 in the 10 for 11, I should say, from the line in the first half. A big chunk of the scoring, a big reason they have the lead in this game. Thacker makes them both. Dame's now 6 for 6 from the free throw line. So the Jackets 2 free points and the basketball. So just as Rocky had gone on a little 4-0 run to tie the game, Jackets pushing the tempo the other way. Thacker coming off the screen from Brown. Sebastião tries to get it into Jimmy. He draws a double team, had it tipped away, and gets it safely up to Wiggins. Underneath, Brown up and blocked at the rim. Santa Steven that time got up there. Now Robinson for three. Left it short. And Thacker's got another rebound. 4 of them for Damon. Drives inside underneath. Briquette off the glass. A good, great work there from Thacker, drawing a couple bears and handing it off to his big man underneath. Doubleheader tonight at Alterowitz Gym. The women's game coming up at 7:30. We'll have that one right here for you on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Baugh from well behind the line. Abdul Baugh knocks it down. He keeps his hot start going. Baugh now with 17 points. That's his first tray of the night. Well, the free throws have kept the Jackets in the game, and Abdul Baugh has kept Rocky in the game. He's got nearly half of his team's points. 42-41 Yellow Jackets. 3 minutes into the second half. Brown working underneath. Layup wouldn't go, and Stevens with the rebound. Baugh looking to push it. Now he slows down. The Bears didn't have the numbers. Robinson kicks back out to Stevens. Guarded closely by Thacker. Dame not giving him any room. Now Santa-Steven's three won't go. Stevens with the offensive rebound. Size mismatch underneath. Thacker straight up. Good defense. And out of bounds off the Bears. Well, Thacker, who's looking up at Stevens, doesn't care about that height disadvantage. Played great defense there. Straight up on the big man. And Stevens maybe banged up a little bit. I think he's fine, but a lot of contact underneath there. Maybe more frustrated than anything else. And that's Damon Thacker. That's what he does. He makes a difference every single spot he is on the court. Offensively, defensively, you name it. He's fun to watch. Wiggins tries a step back three. Left it short, and there's Briquette. Open rebound. Nobody was there for Rocky. And an easy putback for Malik Briquette. He was the hero in the Yellow Jackets' opening win of the GNAC season, the last second putback bucket. And Briquette's had a good game so far. Now Ajanaku wasn't ready for the pass. Stevens, other way, slams it home for the Bears. Ajanaku didn't even know that pass from Thacker was coming. Now another turnover. Here comes Tyson. Thacker blocks it from behind. Damon Thacker with the recovery block. Not the first time we've seen him do that this year. Physical battle unfolding. Bodies hitting the floor all over the place. Now Thacker steps in the way. He's called for the block. They're going to say it was before the shot, and Stevens cannot believe it. Stevens thought it was an and one for sure, but instead it'll be Bears ball out of bounds. Second time tonight the Bears have made a bucket after a whistle, but only to see it go down as a foul before the shot. Timeout on the floor. Jackets by one, 44-43. So coming out of the media timeout, Battling Bear ball underneath. underneath. Ball's open from the corner. Akpan with the rebound for the Jackets. Thacker's been putting in work on both ends. Huge block moments ago. Now he drives, looking to kick it out, keeps control. Bears guarding him closely as they have to. Now it's stripped away. Stevens with the steal. Akpan fouls him from behind.
Fouls again for 23, Amanda Akpan. Carrington Wiggins checks in for the Jackets.
Now loose ball tipped around, ends up in Carrington Wiggins' hands. Then over to Ajanaku up top. Akpan guarded by Tyson, and Tyson with the hustle steal, ripping it away. Now he's trapped, and he's able to get the timeout, and good stuff from Cade Tyson fighting for the ball, and it'll be Rockies coming out of the timeout. So just about 6 minutes into the second half here, and, well, we're continuing that theme. It's been back and forth all game long. Right now, it's the Yellow Jackets by a point, but Rocky with the basketball. 44-43 Jackets trying to defend that home court. Make it 2 wins this week and a traveling call that time on Robinson. Women's rematch between these teams will come your way at 7:30 later tonight. Jacket women beat the Bears 59-50 in exhibition play to start the year off at the end of October. First, we're set up for what is looking more and more like an exciting finish between these two men's teams. Long way to go. Akpan handing off to Elliott. 7 on the shot clock. Finn now, guarded closely by Baugh. Got to get a shot up. Inside, gets the pass that he threw in. He's swatted by Kevin Fosu, who's into the game. Great defensive stand there by the Bears, holding their own. Jackets couldn't get a shot off. Stevens looking to get it inside. He'll take it himself, left hand. Couldn't get the roll, and Ajanaku elevates for the rebound. Wiggins will bring it across for the Jackets. Elliott tries the 3 from the wing, off the mark. And the scoreline still stuck at 44-43. Both teams coming up empty their last 2 possessions.
Robinson trying to get it underneath, and Ajanaku whistled for the foul on Fasu.
Foul number 32. Nick Sebastio checks in for the Jackets.
Sebastio back in for MSUB. Underneath, quick layup, no good from Fasu. Rebound still being tipped around, out of bounds, going to stay with the Bears. Baugh brings the ball back up top. Three on the way. Robinson looked good all the way. Cale Robinson knocks it down. And the Bears back in front. Robinson up to 8 points. It's his second tray of the night. Wiggins has his shot blocked. The Bears with a three and then a stop. Here comes Baugh. Tries the jumper in transition and hits in front of the three-point line. So a long jumper from Baugh, and the Bears now up 4. Wiggins calling the timeout. Rocky stealing away some momentum. 12:07 left. So both teams needing to use timeouts, and they've each got 2 left for the rest of the game. .12:07 to go. Kelson Isoline back in for Rocky. Thacker closed out by Nick Hart in the corner. Bears not letting the Jackets have any easy looks at threes. Elliott wide open underneath. Nice patience. And a good find from Emmanuel Ajanaku, getting it under to his fellow big man. Sam Elliott, a difference maker tonight. He's got 5 points. Bears by 2. Hart in there running the point. That slides Baugh over to the 2 guard. Quick give and go underneath. The layup left short by Cale Robinson, though. Yellow Jackets a chance to tie or take the lead. Elliott throwing it underneath to Ajanaku, but the timing was off. Sam trying to return the favor to Ajanaku, who assisted on his last basket, but that time a turnover. Too many giveaways by the Yellow Jackets. 15 now in the game. Bears have kept it manageable at 9. Baugh thought about a 3. Instead, it works back around the arc. And The Jackets wanted a push-off instead, a layup underneath by Santasteban. Robinson shook off Sebastian and passed it to the big man underneath. Bears back up by 4. Whistle away from the ball, going to go on Hart, I believe, who knocked Thacker down.
Kate Tyson checks in for Rocky. Malik for Academy for the Jackets.
Thacker's got it. Wiggins drives inside, takes it all the way. It's been a quiet first 10 minutes of the half for Carrington Wiggins, but there he is with a nice take. And Wiggins, the leading scorer on this team, just 4 points for him. That was his first field goal of the night. Well, you wonder how much that injury in the first half is impacting Carrington. You know, he's not probably at 100%. We'll see if that bucket there gives him some confidence. Now Thacker in transition, left it short. And a nice save by Santasteban from the loose ball going out of bounds. 50-48 Rocky. Alterowitz Jim heating up. Hart inside and a late whistle. Hart fouled on the shot attempt. It's going to go against Malik Briquette. That's his third. So Briquette and Thacker now with 3 fouls each for the Yellow Jackets. That's something to be mindful of for this last 9:27. No Bear has more than 2 fouls. Hart's first free throw good. An area the Bears haven't necessarily struggled in. They're now 4 for 6, but just haven't gotten to the line like the Yellow Jackets have. This will be the 7th free throw attempt by Rocky. The Jackets, meanwhile, are 12 for 13 from the line, including those 4 technicals. 2 technical fouls issued to Rocky. That one will go from Hart. So that's been a big factor as well. Jackets trail by 1 possession here, 51-48. Sebastian underneath, lays it up. Nice take from Nicholas. Sebastian was heavily guarded, and a good finish off the glass. 1-point ball game once again. Hart underneath. Sebastian all over him. Good defense from Nick. Good sequence from the second-year freshman. A big bucket and a big stop. Now Thacker's got Briquette underneath. Layup no good. Wiggins a putback. And the Jackets have the lead once again. (52-51). Tyson back out. Interline across the Hart. Drives again, loses control, falls to the court. Jump ball, gonna stay with Rocky. And if you're the Bears, you kind of luck out a little bit. Hart thought he was fouled, but you didn't want to have to use a timeout there. You've only got 2 left, and there's still 8:27 to go. And in a game like this, you'd really like to have at least 1 timeout in those closing minutes. You'd hate to use one there to keep possession. So the Bears keep it on the jump ball. 7 seconds to shoot. Hart up top. Baugh, 3 to shoot. Gotta have to let it fly. From the top, no good, and Briquette has the rebound. Thacker in transition, a lot of contact to the wing. Baugh tips it, out of bounds, going to stay with the Jackets. Baugh can't believe no foul was called. He got tripped up. He and Wiggins were both going for it. Good battle tonight. Baugh and Wiggins have been going at it. Fun stuff. Baugh's he's so athletic and he reads the game so well. Knew exactly where Thacker was going with that pass and did just enough to disrupt it. Baugh standing out for Rocky here tonight. Inside to Briquette. Goes to work against Stevens. Turning around, up and under. Good moves from Malik Briquette underneath. He's got another one. Malik now into double figures with 10 points. He and Sebastião co-leading the Jackets, who are now back up by 3. Stevens couldn't get it to go. Burkett with the rebound. Malik also leading the team in rebounds with 6. And Sam Elliott with 6 as well. Sam's got the ball back to Damon Thacker. 7:25 to go. Jackets by 3. Elliott, good look at a 3. He'll take it. Just off the mark. Sam has hit once from the arc tonight. Not that time, though. Abdul Ba running the point, setting it up for Rocky. Now Hart. And off to Ba up top. Tyson thought about a 3. Thacker closed out. The floater wouldn't go. Rebound to Santastevan. Works over Elliott and gets it to roll home. Bo Santastevan finishes it. He had 14 in the loss. Kelson Iseline had a dozen. He's been quiet tonight for the Bears. Ba had 7 points and 3 boards and 2 assists on Wednesday when the Yellow Jackets beat the Bears this week. Tipped out of bounds, staying with MSUB. Media timeout. Jackets holding on to a 1-point lead. Jacket ball coming out of the timeout. Thacker crosses over, wide open. Sebastião for 3. Just off the mark, and Ajaniku with the rebound. And he's fouled. Good O-board from Ajaniku. Sebastião, boy, just going over those mechanics again. You'll never, ever get a better look than that. He hit one like that to close the first half. At the buzzer, made a big 3. That gave the Yellow Jackets a 4-point lead at the break. Bears have stayed right there all game long. They've had the lead at points as big as a 4-point lead. Right now it's MSUB by 1. Wiggins working inside, right hand. Nice moves, and Wiggins starting to get it going. Up to 8 points, 6 of those coming in the last 4 minutes for Carrington Wiggins. Ba, high off the glass. That won't go. Now McDermott wants Damon Thacker to slow things down a little bit. Jackets could make it a 5 or 6 point lead here with a bucket. And that would be the largest since very early on in this one. Using up the entirety of the shot clock. It's down to 5 for Wiggins. Someone's going to have to let it go. Sebastião threw a double team way off the mark. And, well, Mick Durham wanted his team to slow it down, but resulted in a very bad shot attempt. Just not a good look for Sebastião. He just had to huck it up against 2 defenders. So the Bears respond with a stop. Now Robinson guarded closely by Sebastião. Stevens has it. Up and under, creates room for a shot. Now a late whistle going. Foul goes against Emmanuel Janaku.
Number 32, Emmanuel Janaku.
Big E
Stevens at the line, shooting 2.
with the foul. That's his third. So he, Thacker, and Briquette now with 3 each. Briquette has been on the bench the last couple of minutes, but he's first in line to come back in. You got to imagine he's coming soon. With 5:03 left. And the Bears back within 1. 56-55. Thacker wants everybody up. Guarded by Cade Tyson. Elliott in the corner was looking for a Janaku. He takes it himself. Now gets stuck on Stevens. Jackets will reset. 9 seconds to shoot. Thacker near half court. 5 seconds. Dame, the crossover, deep 3. He rattles out, but there's Carrington Wiggins. Right place, right time, and it was no coincidence. Wiggins with another O board, and he's got 8 points in the last 5.5 minutes. Jackets up by 3. Getting down to crunch time. Stevens brings it baseline, smacked hard underneath. Damon Thacker goes flying. And he's going to be whistled for the foul now. That's the 4th on Damon Thacker.
Fouls on number 2, Damon Thacker.
He doesn't get it. He thought, man, I just went straight up. I think you have to think about taking Thacker out here. They're discussing it, R. McDermott and Luke Fennelly, and yeah, Brent Finn's got to come in. So Thacker can't afford to have him foul out. 4:14 to go. And so Thacker's going to have to sit down for at least a minute or two. Kind of a fine line. I mean, you need your best player on the floor in what feels more and more like a one-possession game for the next 4:14. But he can't foul out. I mean, Thacker's savvy. He knows how to play with 4 fouls. But right now it's Brent Finn in for Thacker. 58-57. Approaching the 4-minute mark to go in this one. It's been a good one all game long. Lost out of bounds. Tyson was the last to touch it. Final media timeout. 4 minutes to go exactly at Alterowitz Gym. Don't go anywhere. This one set for a good finish. Final 4 minutes. How's this one going to end up? Anybody's guess at this point. Yellow Jackets have the ball right now. 17 on the shot clock. Coming out of the timeout. Thacker stays on the bench. Briquette's back in there. Malik with 3 fouls, although with time running out, that's less of a concern. Thacker's out because he's got 4. 4 to shoot. Wiggins going to have to get something off. Last second up and under, didn't hit the rim, so going to be a shot clock violation. Not what the Jackets were hoping for. And you know they were a little pressed coming out of the timeout, kind of awkward to have that big break and then 17 on the shot clock. You wonder if maybe that was enough to just disrupt the timing of that play. In any case, the Bears get a stop and now a chance to take the lead. Stevens guarded by Briquette up top. Robinson back up to Stevens. Now they go inside, Santa Steven. to the wing. Robinson bumped, but no whistle. Baugh up top. Tyson for three. Got it. Clean from Cade Tyson. The Bears are up 60-58. Good movement from Rocky there, especially by Baugh. He was stuck underneath the triple team, but he got it to his man, and Tyson delivered. Timeout, Jackets. Just a 30-second timeout, so MSUB down to one timeout now. Rocky's got two. Thacker might have just checked into this game. 3:02 to go, so at some point you're going to have to put Damon Thacker out there with his 4 fouls and just sort of roll the dice and tell him, hey, just, be careful. The other thing is if this game goes to overtime, that's a long time to play with 4, so that could very easily be where we're headed as well. Just another thing for McDurham and his crew to consider here, trying to beat the Bears twice in the course of 4 days. Jackets won 67-52 Wednesday. It wasn't close in the second half. But tonight it is. And right now the Bears in front, trying to respond to a home loss to these Jackets by returning the favor here at Alterowitz Gym. Final 3 minutes. Thacker back in there, guarded by Tyson up top. 60-58 Bears. Sebastian looking for a Janaku inside. E-Man puts it on the floor, spins around, up and under, layup off the glass, and Briquette wrestling for the O board. 3 to shoot, never hit the rim. Wiggins has to get a 3 off. He does at the last second. Didn't hit it, so the second straight shot clock violation by the Jackets. The layup by Ajanaku was so wildly off the mark, all it hit was the glass, never hit the rim, so the shot clock didn't reset. Now the Bears with the lead and the ball. 2:27 to go. Robinson up top to Stevens. And Baugh, who's been man of the game so far for Rocky. Bears using up plenty of game time. Shot clock down to 9. Robinson almost lost control. Now 3 to shoot. Baugh's got to make something happen. Wild 3. That's off the mark, but an offensive rebound to Santisteban. So the Bears used up 30 seconds on that possession. They get it back, and 10 seconds to shoot. 1:50 to go. Baugh driving. Deeks to the wing, and instead a nice layup off the glass. Abdul Baugh does it again. He's got 21, and the Bears by 4. Jackets going to have to rally here. Time getting tight. Final 90 seconds. Wiggins loses it. Tyson with the steal. And he's in no rush. Bears going to try and take off a bunch more time. 4-point lead with 1:15 to go. Jackets need a stop here. Baugh's going to wait for that shot clock to go down. Now at 10 seconds, he makes his move. Pull-up jumper. Got it! Baugh, ice water in his veins. 4 straight points. Jackets facing their largest lead, and a whistle goes. I thought maybe they were going to call Thacker for traveling, but he was bumped by Cade Tyson. 56.5 seconds on the clock. The Jackets facing their largest deficit. McDurham going to take his final timeout. So the Yellow Jackets talking it over. They've got the ball. You have to get a bucket of some kind here. You got to be mindful of the clock. 2-possession game, but that's if you're talking 3 balls. The Jackets don't need that here, but they do need to score relatively quickly and then come up with some stops down the stretch. 64-58, Rocky in front. Trying to upset the Jackets. Sebastian inbound. Thacker guarded closely by Tyson. Elliott's got an open 3. That's the shot they wanted. Sam Elliott knocks it down. 1-possession ball game. 45 seconds to go. Drykosen wants the Bears to slow it down. They're still in command, but the Jackets now, if they get a stop, will have a chance to tie it. Ball bringing it all the way down. Taking as much time off as possible. Once again, at 10 seconds on the shot clock, makes his move. Up top, Tyson. 3 to shoot. Steps back, almost traveled at the buzzer, rattles out. Thacker's got it. No timeouts for the Jackets. 13 seconds. Elliott to tie it. No good. The rebound to Thacker. 7 seconds left. Throws up a wild 3. That won't go. Out of bounds to Rocky. Oh my. Elliott had a look to tie it. And then Thacker, gosh, I think he had a little more time than maybe he thought he had. He still almost made the hard 3. Now the Jackets have to foul, and that's just about going to do it. Oh. Elliott just had it rim out. And then Thacker, when he let it go, there were still about 7 seconds. Could have maybe had one more dribble. He had Brent Finn, but Dame let it go and nearly got it to go down. But now one free throw is pretty much going to seal a win for Rocky. And guess who's at the line? Abdul-Bah. Who else would it be? 23 points, 10 for 17 from the field. And 6 assists, by the way, for Abdul, so he's done it all. Well, the delay, there's an official looking at the replay monitor right now. And I would suspect they're just trying to see how much time ought to be on the clock. Right now, 2.0 seconds exactly. And he may put a couple of tenths back on, but it's not going to matter if Ball makes this first one. So it is a 1-and-1. So with a miss, the Jackets would have a chance. Problem is, you can't get a good look. It's going to be something wild from half court at best, if not even deeper, and that's if Baum misses. If he makes it, it's pretty much over. You can't get a 4-point play unless in some crazy world the Bears fouled and you made something from well beyond half court, but going to be a frustrating one for the Jackets if the score stays how it is now. 2.6 seconds, so the Jackets get 6/10 back. It's a little bit better, but right now the game in the hands of Abdul-Bah. First free throw, no good, short. Finn's got it, got to get it off. At the buzzer on the way short, and the Battling Bears come to Alterowitz Gym and knock off the Yellow Jackets of MSUB. 64-61 your final. So these teams split the season series, and Rocky with a short memory. 4 days ago, they lost on their home floor by 17. Tonight, different story. Abdul-Bah was outstanding. 23 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds to lead the way, 15 for Stevens, and 10 for Santastevan. The Yellow Jackets were led by a trio of players at 10 points each, Wiggins, Briquette, and Sebastião, but it just wasn't enough tonight for MSUB. 64-61 your final. Rocky walks away with the win. We're going to take a break, and the women's game coming up at 7:30. We'll stop this stream, start a new one, and be back with you on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.